speaking.
We don't know each other. I'm giving you a call as you're the commercial director of Duval Group, which is an agency I would like to work with, but I don't know what the process is. Can you help me understand if that's relevant at all?
In what respect?
Sure. I'll briefly explain what I do. If you don't think it's relevant, then feel free to hang up. Is that fair?
Okay. I won't be as brutal, don't worry.
It's okay. Well, I basically get invited by directors that've got a great team of consultants in place, but they see a couple of trends they don't like. The first one is that they are hiding behind the LinkedIn and emails instead of picking up the phone, especially the younger generations. Or alternatively, they do make a lot of cold calls, but the quality of the objection handling and conversation is nowhere close where they initially thought. But you might tell me you've got a team of great cold callers in place, and then I'm totally barking up the wrong phone.
We have our challenges, and I think they're probably quite similar to most out there. Yeah, coming out of the post-COVID boom, I think has probably left most places in a similar position.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised. Most people are not as honest as you. They lie and say everything is great.
Right. Okay.
But when you say you've had your challenges, out of the two problems I mentioned, so consultants hiding behind the emails and LinkedIn, or the quality of the conversations being the problem, which one of the two would you say resonates the most?
Yeah, probably the former. I would say it's a general lack of confidence.
Okay, so it's a combination of the two, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. And so when you say like the former, because that looks different from agency to agency, could you give me an example of what that looks like day to day for you?
Okay. Yeah. So no, so just meaning with your examples. So yeah, hiding behind, platforms and tech stacks and all that kind of stuff, which there is a place for all of that, and we're currently investing in some training in order to kind of utilize those things much better. But ultimately, then, giving the encouragement and the confidence to be able to make the calls. So we're actually, to give you some context, we're going through a bit of a transition at the minute. Anyway, we're really emphasising this. So in Q1 this year, we're really going through much more sales training, giving people some different ways of thinking, broadening out their kind of horizons a little bit, talking about multiple touch points and multi-sales or multi-channel sales strategies, and having that language. And we're probably not going to see what the benefit of that is going to be until at least coming into Q2. So what is it that you guys provide anyway? What would you do?
Well, it's interesting you ask. So if I mention it's specifically training around cold calling, so to fix problems like how can you change the culture of the organization and the people so that picking up the phone becomes more the norm. Would that sound like something you're already covering all the bases for?
Well, we are, we are definitely, and this is something that we've invested in both time and money at the beginning of the year, coming into this year, and yeah, I mean we're taking a lot of people's time at the moment in order to get this training done. So we are doing that. If it's L&D stuff that you go down, actually training of retcons, then that is something at the moment that we're doing. I'm not to say that I would ever be adverse to looking at other options. We've always got to make sure we've got the best stuff out there. Have you got any literature? Have you got anything that I can look at, like in terms of what you do, or case studies or anything like
that? I do actually. It's going to be something a little bit different. So I put together a Wikipedia for cold calling. So it's like videos, GPT prompts, audios, infographics. So that's the type of thing you can take a look at very happily, and you might get some ideas out of that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no silver bullets in sales, right?
Well, your approach with me just then is what I'd like people to do more of. Be kind of short and snappy at the start. Give people an opportunity to say no. Which actually, if you do ask or give them an opportunity to say no that early on, invariably people don't. They're still set out. They know what the call's about. I know I don't know you. I know that you're going to try and sell me something, but I quite like the approach. So if that's the kind of route, and giving people confidence to do it, I kind of like the concept. But yeah, if you've got something, you can send over. You got my email address?
I believe so. It's exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Look,
drop me a note, and by all means follow up as well, because like I said, we've got we definitely don't have the capacity and probably headspace at the moment to take anything else on, and we need to continue doing what we're doing. But there's nothing to say that might not change. So I would send what you can, and then encourage maybe a call towards the end of Q2, because then I'll know what's embedded and what we're left with.
Makes sense. Look, at this point, I'll send over the wiki in a second. It's quite extensive. Feel free to share. That's forever free, so you can share it with the team. There's no problem, of course. What I would say is, would you be against scheduling like a call for me to show you a bit more stuff in like a couple of weeks? Nothing that you will have to buy. It's just to see what's there, and then by the time you make a buy decision, then you actually know what you're getting, basically.
So I'm happy for you to schedule that and have a look at something, but it would need to be end of May, so it would need to be approaching the end of quarter, because I've actually got somebody else that's going to be doing a similar thing around that sort of time frame. So if you want to drop something in the calendar, towards the end of May, then that works in line with a couple of other suppliers that we've got presenting stuff to us.
Perfect. Okay, so what I would say is, like, I'm gonna look at the week of the 20th. Again, obviously, if something changes in the meantime, feel free to reschedule, cancel. We know how these things go, right? It's very unlikely things happen in the first call. I'll drop you an invite. I'll drop you the wiki, and then a connection request on LinkedIn. Would that be everything to cover the bases? Perfect.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, just get it in the diary. We've got something to work towards then. Okay, cool.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thanks.